everyone, and welcome to Kuwait Talk. I am Sonal Ambekar, your host for this interview. Know Your Entrepreneur is a digital platform that we talk to several entrepreneurs who tell us why they chose not to be stuck to the regular 9 to 5 and went ahead to do something different. They went ahead and chased their passion. One such entrepreneur we will be talking to today is Mr. Anshaf Jain. He has a rich corporate experience of 18 plus years with Reliance, XR, WNS, TCS, Wipro, and Citi. He's a serial entrepreneur with 7 plus businesses in last 7 years. He took an offline training business of 20 plus centers, 30,000 and above students, and 40 plus team members and transformed it into an online platform of 1 million learners, 50,000 and more experts spread across 50 plus countries with an organic reach of 200 million viewers in 140 plus countries. Speaking of his venture, Bringle is developing a global platform to discover, nurture, and utilize talent for 8 verticals: school children, college students, corporate professionals, persons with disabilities, college dropouts, women, trainers and mentors, and entrepreneurs and business owners. They are transforming 1 billion lives, 1 million businesses, 100 unicorns, and developing an ecosystem of 1 lakh transformers as part of Top 100 Mentors Club and Design Your Unicorn community. That's an excellent profile, Mr. Anshaf.
Thank you so much, Sonal, and really a pleasure to be out here and sharing my thoughts towards this vision, 2020.
Pleasure for us to have you here with us on KYE Talks, sir. Sir, let's get to it, sir. So tell us, what was your motivation behind being an entrepreneur and also behind starting Bringle?
Great question, Sonali. So frankly, my venture into getting into entrepreneurship was actually incidental. I was very happy with my corporate job, 9 to 5, which you mentioned about. I had been very successful journey. I had a jet rocket speed growth in just 16 times growth in just 11 years, and I was the youngest vice president in a global MNC at the age of just 34 years, and I was one of the highest paying leadership at that point in time. And one fine day, the company, the HR reached out to me and said, Anshaf, we can't afford your salary and we don't have enough projects for you. And you'll have to, just take a break from here. And I actually I was asked to go on the same day and said, Tata, bye bye. And I had, being an employee, it's always been, you always being in a corporate, you built up a lot of EMIs and stuff. And that's how my responsibilities were. Yeah. I still remember that day when I asked my HR to give me 1 week's time so that I can take a personal loan of 10 lakhs at that point in time, just to survive for in case I will take some time to find a new job. Yeah. While I got my new job within 6 months with my earlier employers, because of the trust and the kind of value which I had created for them. But that made me think that this situation may come again. And this situation may come in for many more people. And we see that now in COVID scenario, a lot of people have lost jobs. So that's what my motivation to build up something of my own, where nobody can throw me out for any situation. And that's how I started this venture, Bringle, wherein I realized that there is one big ecosystem required to realign the people and bring them more skill development so that they can get into various different aspects. And that's where we defined all those 8 categories and started working on creating an ecosystem for each category with our community of Top 100 Mentors Club. And I call that as experts and entrepreneurs community. So experts being taken care through Top 100 Mentors Club with a clear-cut value proposition and focusing on strategy. And similarly for entrepreneurs with Design Your Unicorn community. So that's about a little bit about us.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. So it came out of your own experience of having lost a job that made you realize that there's a huge community of people who often face this problem of losing a job and then having to figure out what to do next. So, I would say that this was a right, you nailed the iron at the right time. So, sir, tell us.
So, just an experience, I think.
Yeah. So, tell us, sir, what are the factors that give you a sense of accomplishment? What gets you going every morning?
So see, I would rather change the question a little bit. One thing which makes me, keeps me awake at night, and one thing which makes me, feel that I have to be now get ready and do something in the
Yes,
world
yes.
is one thing is that when I lost my job, I had one thing I've seen that there are many people like that, and 80% of, and I got through this data from McKinsey, that 80% of the people who are attracting today from corporates are actually were hired at the wrong place. Which means that the 80% of the human population, there are around 3 billion jobs across globally today, uh, they are completely misfit or they're not happy with their jobs,
With the job, yeah.
which means that they're doing it because of some challenge, something for them. And if I can create an ecosystem by which we can guide them at different stages and create, the steps by step process for them, and that's where, that's the motivation which I have, that how many people I can transform. And that's where in 2020 we took this vision of a decade to transform 1 billion lives, 1 million businesses, and 100 unicorns.
Yes,
So that's the whole objective, and that's what keeps me alive every day.
that's what. I mean, definitely when you know that you're kind of helping someone to get back on their on track after losing a job, because it can be very demoralizing to lose a job. But when you help someone to get back on track, you're kind of empowering them and giving them a new lifeline, which is going to help them go ahead. Wonderful. Isha. So as you started Bringle, as your entrepreneurship journey started, you must have faced certain barriers, certain obstacles, and you must have had a hard time because we all have our ups and downs. So what were certain barriers that you faced and how did you overcome?
See, one of the biggest challenge which I faced when I started is that I did not even know how to validate an idea. What does how to frame a name of a company, and what are the aspects which are there? Everybody used to tell me that, Anshav, as an entrepreneur you have to wear multiple hats, but nobody even told me which are those hats and when to wear what and how long you should be wearing that. And there was not much of mentoring ecosystem which was available in today's time, especially after COVID. Lot of virtual ecosystem have evolved,
Right.
but when I started my journey, there was nobody, not even a single mentor. People didn't even know the concept of a startup. For them, startup is just a buzzword, just a valuation, just a product which somebody is trying to sell it to, the IM guys and all those are selling it out. Even though I am also from one of the top 5 institutes, engineering institutes in India. I've done my engineering from Delhi College of Engineering.
Wow.
But my own challenge was that how to find out somebody who could help me in the business ecosystem.
Right.
I had spent 34 years of my life focusing on a job.
Right.
And suddenly I found myself in some place wherein the entire, if you talk about the mythology,
Right.
everywhere there is a scenario when your entire nature is getting destroyed, the entire Srishti is getting completed. In Hindi mythology, it's with King Manu. In Christian mythology, you will find it with Noah and its ark. It's all famous out there.
Right.
And I said that if the world is going to go something like this, then the entire ecosystem will collapse one day, because there are so many misfits which are happening. People are not happy. And one day the entire robots will come and they will take over the world. What will the people do? And that's where I started this concept of skill development center, skill development system, bringing on holistic skills development. I had filed a patent in 2017 on this, creating an entire platform from an end-to-end education and career life cycle. And that's where I started building up this Bringle to have a complete realignment where you identify your core skill sets as a first step.
Right.
Then you nurture yourself for, develop yourself more holistically,
Right.
and eventually place yourself into a particular, an employment or an entrepreneurship. I use that a lot of times, this framework called, ESBI framework of Robert E. Kiyosaki of Rich Dad Poor Dad book. So I would really recommend people on that. So that's how, the entire thing is going on right now.
Right. So very, very well said that people often say that entrepreneurs or business owner has to wear several hats, but often they forget telling them what hat exactly and which one to wear when. Like the way you put it in words very nicely. This is one thing that a lot of people face, but no one speaks about. So, sir, tell us right
Absolutely.
now how has given the current pandemic, how has it affected your venture, and what do you feel are the factors that can help you achieve your business aspirations going ahead?
See, Suna, frankly speaking, our business has taken a little, tipping point at this COVID time because we went virtual 3 years
Right,
ago, more than 3 years ago.
right,
And that's how I transformed my entire education business from an offline to a blended learning model.
right,
And that's what we had been propagating it for some period, for last 3 years now. However, people were not accepting that model because they were more keen on the physical models of doing
right,
business, doing education and things. But right now, even today, when we see the data, only 3% of education, even in US, is digitalized.
right.
Japan, it is 10%. In fact, China is much ahead with 90% digitalization in education. And
Wow.
for anything, education and skills development is going to be a very, very important aspect for the growth of the economy, for the industry, for a company. And yes, but what I have seen is that in the last, after COVID, people's paying capacity have drastically, reduced.
Right,
And that is where we had started some initiatives which can be more affordable
right,
and which can be massified as well. And that can happen only with the help of digital platforms which can include virtual labs, gamification, live classes, self-paced learning, and have a blend of programs around that. And how can we connect people from experts from anywhere to anywhere? So that's where our top 100 mentors club community has grown up to 50,000 plus experts at this point in time
yeah,
in just last 2 years time. So
wow,
we started with 50 odd mentors with us, and now we are going to 50,000 plus community with us, which is a kind of a really big shift which has
yeah.
happened. Now the benefit of that is that it can go to any places and be more effective as well. So I think it would require by any business today even to convert it into a blended model of doing business.
Right. So, sir, what were the factors that would help you achieve this? Your aims that you said that you must have had some aims. Like we all have a vision board, or like by the end of this year, I want to achieve this. By the end of this year, Bringles will achieve this. So, what now you feel would help you achieve that?
So Sonal, frankly speaking, life is like that. You can never plan for it. Okay, you can only envision for something
Right,
and the whole universe will conspire you against you to help you achieve
right,
it. One of the famous statement of Paul
right,
Coelho's Alchemist book, right? So that's how it works, and then you suddenly find all pieces coming together.
right,
When we started Bringle Academy in 2016, I didn't know how it will evolve. We just started with a education center, focusing on making some money out of it,
right,
and we did add a lot of value, but we didn't make too much of money because of the physical models, which we converted into a virtual models and eventually made it as a self-sustainable company.
right.
And of course made it to a $10 million valuation company as well in just 3 years time. So the point what I'm trying to say is that you can never plan. You can only envision something and keep striving for the same, and
Right.
you will suddenly find all pieces coming together. Like when we identified or created these 8 verticals, we didn't knew how it will be taken up, who will be the people who will be taken up. I
Right.
was the only person who was driving it. Then Sharmila, who is our co-founder and
Yeah.
CEO, joined us in 2017, 3.5 years ago, and we started this journey. And today when I look back, I found all the pieces putting together
Yeah.
with Super 30 Transformers batch, who has got up set up in 2020 with
Wow.
this mission of transforming 1 billion lives, 1 million businesses, and 100 unicorns. And we have got 3 startups who are getting into incubation and investment stage with AIC, Niti Aayog, and various other international incubators and accelerators and investor forums. So, which are focusing on that. And we are targeting to now bring in 12 unicorns in this year. 2020, we have started focusing on developing 3 unicorns. 2021, we are extending it to 12 unicorns.
Wow.
And the Super 30 batch will go into 111 transformers. Eventually, by 2030, we are looking at reaching out to 100,000 transformers who would be helping us to transform this initiative or helping us to work on this transformation initiative. So I think it's all about missing pieces coming together. You dream for it, and then entire universe will conspire against you to help you achieve it.
Right. Very well said, sir. And amazing achievements on your part and for Bringle. I mean, so many things that you mentioned right now sometimes only feel like a dream, but having actually made them come true is amazing. And I'm sure that because of your, I don't know what should I say, your amazing leadership skills, I'm sure that is what taken Bringle to the level that it is, where it is right now. So, sir, there must have been certain things that you've experienced on this journey. So, how would you say that this venture and this entire journey has changed you as a person?
See, I think one thing which it has made me learn is about risk-taking capability.
Yeah.
And see, one of the major challenges which I see in the people who are still working, even in the startup ecosystem, is that they always fear to take action.
Yeah.
What will happen if I do this?
Yeah, to take that.
What will happen if I go for this, program? What will happen if I go for this, this customer? Whether I'll be able to deliver it or not? I think there is a bit of a self-doubt within an entrepreneur, as well as I would say that the risk-taking capability which they have. And one aspect which I have learned from Robert Kiyosaki after listening to most of his series is that an entrepreneur has to have one thought process in his or her mind, is to start working free.
Yeah.
And once you start working free, you don't need money to grow. You will find a lot of other revenues to generate money, and focus always on the cash flow. As soon as your focus on the cash flow is taken off, you will be completely doomed. So you may start, many of the times entrepreneurs ask me, Anshav, I don't have money. I don't have so much of investment to put in. How can I start a big venture like yours? Or maybe, the venture like Google and all.
Right.
See, when Google or Amazon started off, they started with a very, very, from a car, a shed.
Right.
And many of the people started their ventures from their own homes.
Right.
Like for me, when I had my center, we were running into losses in 2017, I'm talking about. I had to literally shut down all my centers, all my offices. I had to lay off my all 40 plus employees and started again from my daughter's room, from one table which I kept it only for myself. The entire office furniture was sold off, except for one office table which I kept it in my daughter's room and started again from there. And I still remember that date, 1st August 2017, when I got into a LinkedIn. The first time when the social media was not that popular, I was having 1200 plus followers.
Wow.
And today I've got 30,000 plus followers.
Wonderful.
On LinkedIn alone. Now, that's the kind of motivation you need to have within you. And that's a change which has happened, that even though the situations look completely dark, completely grim, there's no hope out there, but you have to have a focus and you have to have the risk-taking capability within you. I think that change, everybody needs to have it in themselves. Once they have it, money will come in. Money will eventually come in. But this focus has to be there. So the two things, risk-taking capability. Second is your cash flow management.
Very well said, sir. We often have entrepreneurs who tell us about this risk-taking, this change that they become risk takers. But the other thing that you said, managing cash flows. This is the first time we are hearing it, and I think our viewers would be happy to know that there are people like you out there to help them understand how to take care of their cash flows and go ahead with their business. So, I would like to tell our viewers that we will be linking down below everything related to Bringle and Mr. Anshav Jain. Do go and check it out. Check out their website, check out their pages on social media, and get to know more about them. If you need help, they'll be there to help you. Sir, getting to our last message. last question. So, what would be your message to our audience? Like you said, some people are scared to take that risk, to take that leap of faith. As there are too many people who have an idea, but they're just holding back because they're scared. What if it doesn't work out? What if I hit a dead end? How would you encourage them? What would be your words of wisdom for these
So, Sonal, see, I would only say that this happened with me as well. Uh, find out a mentor, first of all, for yourself.
people?
Because you will require that mentor. Many of the times, I have rejected the need of a mentor in my life. Earlier, it was not there. Now, when people started coming in, I tried reaching out to people. There were not so many mentors who were available, and whoever is coming in is from a free mindset. That okay, or they will charge a huge bomb, or the entrepreneurs are not even ready
Right,
to pitch for it. So my thought process, my suggestion to them is, first of all, focus on one hat at a time. And
right,
I've explained that into an entirely 45 minutes to 60 minutes webinar, and one of that webinar is available on ringalacademy.com. You can check that in the webinar section, wherein how I've explained is that how you can start your journey right from an idea validation to a product market fit strategy to a process and digital transformation, and eventually having a making it investment ready, and how you can scale up your businesses, sustain, adapt, and scale up your venture right from an idea to a unicorn level to a $1 billion enterprise.
right,
And what hat you can wear at what time, exactly for how much time, what are the toll gates which are available. I've explained that in very much detail. So
right,
if somebody wants to go through it, please go through that webinar and understand that stuff, that you need
right.
somebody on that. And if you need any support in terms of mentoring ecosystem, any kind of thing, we are there available from Wingle, and I'll be happy to support entrepreneurs in that. I keep running various webinars, so do join my series on the same.
So, to the viewers, we will be linking down below the webinar that Mr. Anshaf Jain just spoke about, where he describes, where he explains the difference, the difficulties that an entrepreneur faces while wearing the various types of hats that are there. We will be linking it down below. Do go and check it out. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming here on KYE Talks, sharing your journey, and letting us know how it has been. How have you made it to this level, so that there are many people out there who will surely take inspiration from you.
Thank you so much, Sonal. Thanks for your time.